Creepy Joe. Creepy Joe.
The way you say that makes it sound like I'm not allowed
Joe.
to be near a Chuck E.
Creepy
Cheese.
Joe. Creepy Joe.
Mind reader.
Keep them away from all the humans, not just the kids at Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay. Here's the thing: when you say "Call Me Creepy Joe" with the more upbeat music, it's somehow worse than when you play the actual creepy music.
Yeah.
Creepy Joe. What do you call yourself, Joe?
Joe Diamond. That's
Well,
been
yes,
the
I know.
easier. That's been the easier thing to Google, so you only find
Minion
me.
of the Dark Lord.
Yeah,
Well,
Minion
yeah,
of the Dark Lord.
Hail
You know.
Satan.
Like, what do you do?
I don't
Sleight
believe
of hand.
I don't
He has
believe-
people come
I
at
don't-
him like
I
he's
don't
actually
believe-
with the devil,
I
and
don't
he's
believe.
not.
I don't believe in labels, man.
All
I
right,
don't believe
dude.
in titles.
All
Well, no.
right.
So
What is
well, some call me a mind reader, some call me a mentalist. The opening line joke of my show is, "I'm not a medium, I'm a large." Yes. And
Waka waka.
waka waka. I say waka waka, and yep. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
you, good
Try
night.
the veal.
But you have actual people that come at you and say they're mad because they think you're not
Oh,
in
one of the
legion with
first
the devil.
one of the first times I was ever on this show, we got really weird
Yeah.
messages from people.
Yeah.
And it just made people want to come see my shows more,
Right.
which is awesome. So thank you for that free advertising,
You're
people.
welcome. You're welcome.
It was you who,
I'm
you
the
have,
one who said that
Yeah.
you're in legion with the
yeah,
devil.
you said it. Well, you
But
say
you have
it.
people like
you
come
say
at you
it-
and they're angry.
You say it in an endearing way. I went to 12. Well, sometimes. You say it in a way where you don't actually mean me any physical harm. You mean
So-
it in purely
no,
psychic
you're
harm.
Like I said, what was it, like 3 weeks ago? I go to lunch with Yola, my fiance, and I sit down and there's Joe.
There he is.
Hello, Tom.
Did you know he was coming?
Would you? Well, and then I say my wallet's gone. I'm like, can I have my wallet back, please?
Really?
My watch, my wallet. I went out the parking
No,
lot. My
I don't do
car was on-
pickpocketing.
My car was on fire.
I believed you for a second, the car thing.
I don't do
Yola burst into
pickpocketing.
flames. So here's what I want to do, Joe.
Okay.
I'm sure you have some weird thing planned.
Yes.
We only have like an hour. We got some
Yeah,
stuff to get
yeah,
to. We got actual radio BS to do.
Okay.
So I need two things from you. Whatever you
Okay.
have planned.
Okay.
But before you do that, I need you to do the first thing you ever did to me that I still can't figure out to this day, because I want you to do it to Leah, because I want to see if she can figure it out.
Okay.
All right. Some of the
Okay.
things he's done, I
Mhm.
think I've been able to figure out. I don't know.
All right, Leah. I
And
need
I
you to
know-
wear this
and I-
blindfold,
and
and
I-
I need you to hold this block of cheese.
That's not true.
And
That would be fun. We could have just screwed with her and said that and had her hold a block of cheese all morning. Damn it, that would have been good.
What was that for?
That
Oh,
was-
yeah.
No,
You're,
we just wanted
you're
to see
now
how long-
wondering why I did this.
We just
exactly.
wanted to see how long you would hold the block of cheese before you say this is
what
stupid.
this is what has haunted
Yeah.
Tom this whole
No,
time.
no,
How-
he's got a thing.
No,
Do you
no,
remember
okay.
the name of the lady that I made you conjure?
I actually do, because I had a there was not the same person, but the same name. I
Name,
believe it was
really?
Marnie.
Marnie? Yes.
Yes. Well, and also that was you gave me the audio of that, and that was on my website for like
Okay.
the longest time. So when people would book me, they would say, "Oh yeah, we listened to the clip of." Well, you had a different co-host at the time, but they always said Tom and Marnie
Yeah.
because they just remembered that
Marnie,
clip.
Marnie Hills. Yeah, and there she is. She does dog things now or whatever.
Clear that up. That sounded weird. That sounded weird as well,
No,
Tom.
she's she has like a kennel or something. I
Okay,
don't
all
know.
right. There we go. This is a house of love, not a house of judgment, but we just want to make sure this is
she-
clear.
She
Okay,
helps,
all right.
She helps like dogs that need homes.
Okay.
So
What
we'll
do
let him
I need
show
to
it to you.
do?
We'll let him show it to you.
Okay.
Well, can you do it? Do you have
Oh,
the
yeah.
stuff to do it today?
I don't
Yours-
need stuff. That's the great thing with being a mind reader. I don't
There's
need
nothing
stuff.
to it,
There's-
yeah.
He is stuff.
Yes.
It's
My
gonna
whole
freak you
my
out.
whole 2-hour show at the Woodstock Opera House uses no props.
It's
the
just
audience.
Creepy
It's just
Joe
the people
and the audience
Yeah,
and
so-
Satan and
Like
that's it. Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing too, because like
The
people
Dark
don't call
Lord.
me a magician because I don't saw
There's no
anyone in
rabbit in a
half. I don't
hat.
pull
There's
rabbits
no-
out of
yeah.
hats.
Damn it.
There are cards. There's cards involved.
Well, I'll have people think of cards, or
Yeah.
one of the things I'll do, like we did this on Friday night at the first show, is I'll wrap the deck in rubber bands, the deck of cards in rubber bands. I have to be very specific about that.
Yeah.
And we toss it into the balcony, so that way people in the balcony could even
They can play.
They can play without having to come all the way down to the stage and everything. So,
yeah.
And
Get
also
a
I've
lot
no-
of lazy people at your shows.
well,
yeah.
well, that, and we want we don't want the show to be 3 hours. We
Yeah.
want it to
Yeah.
be So
that's what people say about this show.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
prefer if it was
Yeah.
15, maybe 20 minutes.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Well, we'll do the thing that you did to me.
Yeah.
And see if she can figure it out. Because how long ago was that? When was the first time you were on?
Here's the fun part. And this is easy to remember because it was the same year I got a world record for solving the Richardson corn maze blindfolded, the world's largest corn maze blindfolded, which was 2010.
Wow.
So Tom and I, we've known each other 13 years.
I was outside the corn maze hoping that he would be lost in there forever. But nope, he's here. So is Satan. It's Joe Diamond does the thing to Leah that he did to me that I still can't.
Ooh,
I'll wake up in the middle of the night a
nervous.
decade later going, aha, I figured. Then I'd be like, nope, that can't be
doesn't
right.
make
So
sense.
that's on the way. We'll see if Leah can figure it out. Joe Diamond is here. Here's Papa Roach. Kill the noise. Happy Halloween. 95 WIIL Rock, the rock station. Joe Diamond is here with us today. Does it make you mad when I call you Creepy Joe Diamond? I don't want to piss off
Creepy Joe Diamond does make me sound. It does make me sound like I shouldn't be near a Chuck E. Cheese. I would rather you call me the devil. I went to 12 years of Baptist school, and I would rather you call me the spawn of Satan
the
than
Dark
Creepy Joe
Overlord
Diamond.
is here, spawn of Satan.
Creepy Joe Diamond sounds like Larry the Cable Guy's like less cool.
We
cousin.
just had a guy called does the voice of Larry, or is being Larry the Cable Guy.
He's dressed up. Yeah.
So it's all full circle here on the WIIL Rock Morning Show.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm getting really anxious. Can we?
So you want to do the thing?
Yeah, I want to do the thing.
All right,
So coming up after the break, we will do the thing.
Okay, so here I'll tell you what.
The spawn of Satan
to do the tease,
Yeah.
we'll let you decide, Leah. Now, normally I'll have people think of like a friend or a family member. And this
Okay.
gets harder and harder
I
with
did it. I came up with somebody that I hadn't seen since like high school, just
Okay,
to make it
yeah.
more difficult.
All right.
Now,
Maybe you could do the person that you and I. No, I
Well,
don't want to do
yeah,
that. I
yeah,
wanna
don't even do that. Don't
Yeah,
even do
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
because again, people think I looked them up on Facebook. They think I overhear conversations, all that stuff.
Mhm.
So it's Halloween.
All right.
I'll give you the choice, and you don't even have to decide right now. You can decide when we come back from the break. This
Okay.
will give a tease.
I like that he runs the show. I'm gonna go get a coffee.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, that's fine. It's fine. It's like I used to host a show on the AM
You did,
station
you
here.
did,
It's
you
weird.
did. WLIP,
it's
where
like-
listeners and DJs go to die.
Yeah, exactly.
Hail Satan.
Or yeah, I went, died, and came back. That's what I did.
Of course you did.
You can think of an old Halloween costume
Okay.
from when you were younger. One that
He had
maybe isn't
me
on social
remember
media.
an old friend for this, but
yes.
you want her to remember an old Halloween
Well, it's up to
costume?
you. It can be an old friend. It can be a Halloween costume, or you can also think of maybe like a first pet or
Okay.
something like that.
See, I know this
Okay.
thing is
So
not like you're not stooging for him, because when he which is somebody that a magician would put in the crowd to
Right.
pretend,
Yes.
oh, I don't know you. Wow, how did you know I had this in my pocket?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
a fake BS thing.
Yeah.
Right.
He did it to me.
Yes.
Okay.
And I know I
And-
wasn't stooging him.
Mhm.
and that's I think
And
part
he's
of the
gonna,
reason
and he's
why
gonna do it to you. And I know you're, because I just came up with this morning. I know you're not stooging for him.
Right.
I think that's part of the reason why the shows I've been doing in the area have grown. The only downside is again, like at the Opera House tonight, we've got, a couple hundred people. Yes, JoeDiamondLife.com/Halloween. But we actually have people getting selected at random.
Okay.
People can literally write their names down on slips of paper, toss it in a bowl, and then they will be picked at random out of the bowl. So that way people who don't want to participate don't get nervous.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, is he going to bring me up on
Oh, yeah,
stage?
yeah. So it's
But
anybody
also-
who wants to can put
Yes.
their name in the bowl,
But
and then you
also-
random. But it's random. It's not
But
a
it's
stooge.
random. So, and that's the other thing, because I have people.
Well, you could rig the drawing.
Well, we have other people pick it. We have
Okay,
other
all right.
people pick it and
So you'd
everything
have
else.
to have a stooge to get a stooge.
You guys
And
are
it's-
really still dragging this,
Yes,
and I'm
yes.
anxious.
Leah wants to do the
Okay,
thing. All right.
all right.
Go see Joe Diamond tonight. Are there tickets? Usually
There
you sell out.
There are tickets. We were sold out Friday.
Yeah.
Halloween's on Tuesday tonight. So we're
Thank
doing.
you for that
so,
information.
Yeah.
You're very
So,
helpful.
Yeah, very helpful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tuesday
Hey,
all day.
It's all day. It's
Wow.
all day.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, the coffee. I need to summon the.
No,
the
you need
the
less
darkness of
coffee. You are a hyper little creepy
I am-
Joe Diamond this morning.
I am the quiet one. in this
Listen,
family.
here's the thing. How many tickets are available for tonight?
Tickets are
Get them
available
at
for
the
tonight.
door, or they're going to run out before then. Be honest.
I would say get them. I would say get them beforehand. Go
Yeah.
to JoeDiamondLife.com
Because you
or
sell out
Woodstock
at this
Opera
place.
House.
It's not a huge place.
Yeah, it's a couple hundred seats, but you're going to want to be on the ground floor for this and not
Okay.
want to come all the way down from
You don't
the
want
balcony.
him pegging you with cards in the balcony, throwing decks of cards.
Also,
at
the
you.
balcony is the most haunted area of the building.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
JoeDiamondLive.com. And you can see what he's about to do. TomTube is up and running. I encourage you to watch it. It's at 95willrock.com right there on the front page. I want to know how he's doing this. For over a decade, this has made me literally lose sleep, and he's going to do it to Leah.
Damn it,
Welcome to the
Tom.
seventh circle of hell next with Joe Diamond. 819 Will Rock
Wakiko?
Morning Show. Thanks to the Rain Raymond Auto Group in Fox Lake and Antioch.
Rain and snow showers today, high of 37, 26 overnight, and tomorrow mostly sunny with a high of 42. It's 29 in Woodstock and 31 in Kenosha.
Welcome to Losing Sleep with the Spawn of Satan next on Will Rock. Spawn of Satan, Joe Diamond here with us this morning. It is Halloween, so of course we have him in here. He's a radio whore. He was also on with Lord Cicero this morning. On
I was going to ask if it was
hell, Lord Cicero.
I was going to ask if you said a radio horror or radio whore.
Yeah, no, you're on with Joe. Joe was on with Lord Cicero this morning.
Technically, I'm not getting paid, so technically I'm a radio slut.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Horrors get
Technically,
that's
technically, if
hoes get paid.
we're gonna be
All right.
gonna be technical,
If you notice anything in the studio that makes me as weird as you,
there, you got that painting over there
the
with
fact
the
that
goat.
I am a goat.
You are a goat. Oh yeah, you are a goat.
That
Yes,
lady does goat art, and we asked her to make me into a goat, and boom, I am a goat, not the
Yes.
goat,
I'll go.
Okay.
a goat, not the
Okay.
greatest of all time, just a goat.
You are my sacrifice.
Right, a goat is like a thing. Yeah.
You
So there
are
you go.
my
Anyway, before we get
sacrifice.
going, we're gonna do the creepy thing that he did to me that 13 years later still haunts me to Leah.
I feel like
Did you get
Before
the
we
syrup?
get going,
Did you get the-
do you need a coffee, water, or anything? You want anything?
a virgin?
2 virgins coming up. All right, I like it. I like it.
yeah,
We're
yeah,
handing
yeah,
out virgins. I'll take one.
Okay. Yeah.
So
me.
yeah, that ship has sailed long ago. Long ago.
Decades.
Can you restore that for her? Is there
Yeah.
some type of incantation?
There
He's
is
like-
a surgery.
Yeah,
nothing
he's
that
like,
I can say on the radio.
There ain't enough magic. So
Nothing
Yeah.
I could say on the radio.
I don't. You're making my co-host sound like a hoe. No, hoes get paid. So
Yeah.
here's
I'll
the
get paid.
thing. He's gonna do this thing,
Okay.
and I want you to figure out how it's done.
I feel like my brain is broken though, just
It's
from the
on
tease.
TomTube
Mhm.
when people can watch. There's 4 cameras. We ought to be able to figure this out.
Okay.
Joe, is that okay with all the cameras and everything?
It has to be an odd number of cameras. You have to add one or take one away.
I will
I'm
take
kidding.
one away.
I'm kidding.
Oh,
No, it's
okay.
fine. It's
all
fine.
right. All right. Here we go. Here we go.
All right.
Pay attention.
Okay.
All right. So, did you decide what you want to do? Do you want to do a costume, a pet, or
I'm gonna-
A
or
person.
a person?
I'm gonna do an old pet.
An old pet.
Pet.
Okay.
A
All
All
an
right.
old
So,
pet.
so like one of your first pets.
Mhm.
Okay. It doesn't have to be your exact first pet, but one of your first pets. Okay.
Okay.
Grab your pen. Grab
Yeah.
your pen. I'm gonna have you write it down. This will do 2 things. It'll help you remember in case you forget.
Okay.
Tim,
It also
Joe,
keeps you-
Tim, another
Hello,
set
Tim.
of
Hello,
eyes.
Tim.
Keep an
Okay.
eye on him.
This will help you remember in
yeah,
case
yeah.
you forget. It also keeps you from changing your mind and making me look stupid.
Okay.
Write down on the line, then
Sure.
fold it up. Make sure don't let the camera see, because I
Okay.
don't want you to think I can look at TomTube or someone on TomTube is going to watch.
Okay.
text
I got
me,
it right
all
here.
that stuff.
Okay.
And it was Tim. You said okay.
Yeah.
Tim and Tom, you're gonna both watch me. Make sure I'm trying. Tom's already got the death stare going.
I am
All right.
watching you.
Make sure I'm not seeing how her
I'm
pen's
watching
moving
you,
or anything like that.
Diamond.
Nope, you're
If you have a
steering this
guess-
way.
If you have a guess as to who it is, keep it to yourself. Don't help me. Okay? Is it folded up?
It's folded up.
Fold it up?
Folding it
Okay.
up.
Okay, with it folded up, I want you to see something, because here's the other thing. Tom, you actually asked this one of the first times I was on.
Yeah.
You asked if it was impossible to see through.
You cannot
Take it, hold it up to the light, hold it up to TomTube. They are impossible to. It's
Like cardboard.
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like cardboard.
Yeah, you
And it's
can't
got
feel,
and it's got writing on it.
yeah,
so
and you can't feel the writing through it or anything like that.
No,
People think
I
can,
used
like,
my pen. It wasn't like a
Yeah,
special
yeah,
pen.
yeah. People think that they're
All right,
you know
there it is.
there's
and it is folded.
electronics and stuff like that.
Right.
Now, what's your star sign? Your zodiac, Leah?
Oh, I'm a Virgo.
Virgo. Okay. Oh, so see, Virgo,
Figures.
Virgin. Could you write that on the outside of this for me? That way we know it's yours
Should I
without
write
having to open it
Virgo
up.
on the
Yes.
outside or Virgin?
Virgo.
Virgo.
Yeah, yeah. That way we know it's yours without you having to open
Still
it
a
up.
Virgo, not a virgin.
Fold it, yeah, fold it once more. Fold it once more, and make a fist around it. Now I'm just gonna move my headphones out of the way so you can verify. Also, Leah,
Leah suddenly
I
twitches
don't-
and goes, "Oh my
I don't
God,
have
I'm
like
a
an
virgin
ear-
again.
I don't
I'm
have
a
like an
virgin again."
earpiece in my ear. Like I don't have like a hearing
Nope.
aid or a Bluetooth.
Nope.
How about the other ear?
Nope.
A lot of wax.
It's clear.
A lot
I
of
actually
wax.
just started offering $100,000 to anyone who can prove I use secret electronics in any
Okay.
of my work.
All
And
right.
that's a big deal, Tom, because I don't have $100,000.
Right. So
Now,
don't use
now hold your hand
electronics.
right here. Hold your hand
Okay.
right here.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna bring my hand close to yours, but I'm not gonna touch it. Leah.
Okay.
Now when I do this, different people feel different things.
I can already
Um,
feel you entering my brain.
Good. All
Okay.
right.
He's
So-
walking around looking for something.
yeah.
He's like, "Hey,
Well, here's the thing.
there."
I'm gonna bring my hands close to your hand.
Blank
Okay.
space.
You're holding the paper in your hand in a
Yeah,
fist for the
yep,
people
yep.
listening. I'm gonna bring my hands close, but I'm not gonna touch your hand.
Okay.
When I do this, different people feel different things. Sometimes they feel an energy around their hand.
All right.
Sometimes they feel their heartbeat. Sometimes they feel awkward. But everyone feels something. So I'll bring my hand close to yours.
Oh,
When
I
it
hope
gets
my heart
close,
keeps beating.
it will. It will.
Stop
When my
her
hand
heart,
gets
Joe.
close,
Stop her heart.
just tell us what it starts to feel like for you. Okay.
Okay.
I'll bring my hand close. Okay, it's right around the knuckles,
Okay.
and you can see my hand close to yours. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring my other hand in a little bit as well.
Okay.
I'm starting to feel a little bit of a tingling in my palm. What are you starting
I
to feel in
feel
your hand?
hot.
You feel a little bit, but it's heat specifically in your hand, yes?
Yeah.
And it goes away when I take my hands away, yes?
Yeah.
Now watch, you'll
Okay.
actually feel you'll feel it come back. When it comes back, watch. The moment it comes back, say out loud for the listeners, I feel it, okay?
Okay. All right, I feel it.
Yeah, my hand just got there, right there.
Cold body.
Yeah, exactly. But no, but the idea is when I take, and for people watching on TomTube, when I take my hand away, the feeling does leave, yes?
Yeah.
Leah, close your eyes for a moment. People on TomTube and Tom, you can watch.
I'm watching.
Same thing, Leah. When you feel it come back, say, I feel it.
I feel it.
Okay, you can open your eyes. Again, you can watch this back on TomTube, but Tom, you can verify my hands just got right to her hand right when she said, I feel it. So you're feeling some kind of connection here. This time I'll try and come away with some information about this pet, okay?
Okay.
So I'll come away. You can put your fist down on the table for a moment. Okay. Normally I get way more than this, so I apologize in advance. I'm not super... I don't have a ton to go on right now. Normally at this point, I get a pretty good sense if the person's pet was like, you know, a cat or a dog or something. I'm not getting much of either. I more so got the size. I think this is too big to be a cat. So I'm going to say it's a dog. Is that correct?
No.
But it is too big to be a cat. It makes sense why I got that wrong. Okay. All right.
Oh man.
Think of okay, so look at me for just a moment. Hold your fist back out. Can you think of like a memory with this animal? It's okay, this is interesting. I think your family had more than one of this animal, but this was yours. Does that make sense?
No.
I'm not doing good here. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Thank you for your honesty, by the way. People always ask what happens when you're wrong. It's this awkwardness right here.
Okay.
So, all right. So
there's only
you found
this guy
out. Okay.
sucks.
Look
Thanks
at me.
for coming in,
Look at
pal.
me. Okay.
Best of luck to you in your career.
Let's see you do any better, Tom. Okay. So this is. I'll tell you what. Imagine their name, the pet's name written in the air.
Okay.
Mix up the letters and choose a letter out of the middle, but don't say it. Don't say the letter. Look at me. Oh, interesting. You were kind of bouncing back and forth between two letters before settling on this one. I think you almost settled on a vowel, but I think you settled on the M.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. We're on the.
Wow.
Oh! I got it now. Okay. There a couple different colors. Couple different colors. Okay. Here's the thing. You know what you're supposed to do for security questions, right?
Right.
They always have for security questions. You know, what was your team
Mother's
mascot?
middle name,
Mother's middle
team
name,
mascot,
or
street you grew up
street
on.
you grew up on. What was the street you grew up on?
Douglas.
So that tells me this was probably a pig. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. Okay. But here's the other thing too. They also have your stripper name, which is your first pet plus your street you grew up on. So this would be something Douglas would be your adult film actor actress name. Okay. So something Douglas. So I think ironically, so it's ironic that our porn names are also our security questions. The government are freaks. I think. Imagine you're calling this pig to you in your mind. You're calling. No, she's not moving her lips, but you're calling this pig to you in your mind. Like, here, Sammy. Sammy the pig. Yes.
Sammy the pig.
Sammy.
Was your pig's name Sammy? Open the sheet of paper.
She's
gotta go home.
Show
She's
the
gotta go
camera.
home.
Show the camera.
I don't even
to
want
the
to touch the
people.
paper. I don't even want to touch
give
it.
me the
She's throwing it
paper.
on the
Give me
table.
the
I don't even
paper.
want to touch it.
Give me the
She's
paper.
tossed it to
I will
Tom.
open it up and
She's
show it on
tossed it
Tom,
to Tom.
too. It's not even paper. It's cardboard. And it says, an experiment in mind reading, Joe, Sammy the pig.
Sammy the pig.
Sammy the pig. Sammy the pig is written on the card. It says,
lost Leah.
Sammy the pig.
How?
Yours,
Leah.
Vicky.
No, I don't want that.
How
Burn
does he
it.
do it? How did he do it? How did he do
Leah's
it?
slowly
How did he do
turning
it?
into Sammy Douglas right now.
How did he do it? How did he do it? How did he do it? How did he do it?
I have no idea how he did it, Tom.
13 years I've been working on this BS and I can't figure it out. Like I'll come up with something in the middle of the night. I'll be like, I know what it is. That paper is electronic and it's sending him a secret message in a brain chip or something.
Well, and when he was saying he couldn't get it at first, I don't think it's any fault of his own because who the hell has a pig? My dad brought me to my dad brought me to the pet store. He's like, you could have anything you want. I don't think he knew I was going to pick out a pig.
You know what happened to Sammy the pig? Her dad was a butcher. Oh, and according to Leah, her dad said, "I'm taking him to the farm."
Yeah, he was going to go live on the farm.
Yeah, he was on the plate, is where he was. Sammy the pig.
We had pork that night.
Yeah.
No, he's on a farm. I'm sure he's there with my childhood dog.
This pork chop is still twitching.
Oh wait.
Anyway, Did you figure it out?
I have
Any idea?
no idea.
Tim, no help.
idea.
And Tim was behind you. I got people
Right.
overall.
Yeah.
Tom Tube is on at
surrounded.
95willrock.com. How did he do it? How did he do it?
I have no idea,
No,
especially when
there's
he's
another-
like, you're about, I was like, okay, middle of Sammy, but I or M. And I mean, I did like that stuff went through my head.
Creepy Joe Diamond's
Yeah.
here. You can
Wow.
see him tonight at the Woodstock Opera House if you dare.
After trick or treating, so you can see trick or treaters and and come see the show.
Yeah, bring them to the Woodstock
Holy
Opera House
F.
and then let them never sleep again. So Tim's here. We'll do the news next. You can wait. We'll do the news next, and then one more thing from Creepy Joe. You got like a radio one? You
Oh
can
yeah,
do?
we could do something with the listeners.
All right, that's coming up next. I will rock. Ray and Raymond have the vehicle you're looking for. Head on into Ray Chevy and Fox Lake and Raymond Chevrolet in Antioch and get the ride you want at the price you deserve. I'm in an Equinox from Ray and Raymond. You're going to love the ride you get from them because you won't have to compromise. They've still got the greatest selection at the best price. Going to give you the most for your trade. You're going to get hooked up with great financing. And after the sale, they are there for you. Family owned and operated for over half a century. You do not stay in business that long without taking care of people. So stop in and see them today. Ray Chevy is on 12 in Fox Lake. Raymond Chevrolet is on 173 in Antioch. You can see Joe Diamond tonight at the Opera House in Woodstock.
Yes,
And,
reportedly haunted.
Yeah. Ticket. How much are tickets?
Tickets are $35 and $25, depending on where you sit.
And tickets available at the door.
At
Get
the
them
door,
online
at the
just
door,
to be sure.
go to JoeDiamondLive.com/Halloween or go to WoodstockOperaHouse.com. And there's ground floor tickets. There's balcony tickets. The balcony is more haunted than the ground floor. We'll be talking about it tonight. It's 2 acts. The first act is if you've seen my shows before, by the way, because a lot of people on this who listen to your station have been to my shows before. This is an all new show. The first half is all new stuff. It has mind reading. I'll be doing stuff similar to what I just did with Leah. People think of stuff. I'll try and guess it. And that's pretty much what my show is. There's lots of different things I do with that structure. But with the second half after intermission, it's all about the haunted history of the Opera House and what the audience basically can sense about the building. So the first half is about me picking up on the audience's thoughts. The second half I haven't been talking about at all because it's about what the audience can guess about the building.
It's a school/work night. How late are people going to be there?
The show is with the intermission is not going to. You'll be out between 9 and 9:30.
What time does it start?
It starts at doors open at 7. Show starts at 7:30. So you'll be home and in bed by 10. And it's Halloween.
Is there a bar there?
There is a bar. There's an intermission. So you'll be able to consume some spirits if the spirits are too hard to handle. And also, you're WIIL rockers. You've been out past 10 on a work night.
Oh no, I have no problem with it. But some people listen to.
Yeah. So you're listeners too. I mean, all your listeners. 99.9% of your listeners.
Us a bunch of drunks without saying it. I really appreciate that show. Well, we're weeknight drinkers. We'll come out, pound some beers, watch Creepy Joe at home.
Take the drinking out of it. You've all been at shows that weren't in historic haunted buildings on Halloween night. And got home past
Woodstock
10.
Opera House, JoeDiamondLive.com for tickets. So now we're going to do coming up a listener-based thing. Do you need a caller?
No,
or people can just play along?
So during the show, I give everyone a chance to pick up on my thoughts in the second half. So I'm actually going to do a demonstration of that with the listeners. People can actually listen. Try this. It won't spoil what I'm going to do in the show tonight. I'm going to think of different things in the show tonight, see what people can guess, but we're going to do this with listeners. Actually, I've been doing this all year at the McHenry Outdoor Theater, where people can I actually had a pre-show video where people could watch it, follow along, and guess what I was thinking of there. And it worked really cool. It was a blast to do that. So we'll give it a try with your
soul
listeners.
Ripped from your body through the radio. Coming up next, it is 8:40.
Rain and snow showers today with a high of 37.
Joe Diamond does his gobbledygook on the radio next on WIIL Rock. We're just talking about Yola messaged me. Jax is 8, and she wanted to know if it's appropriate Joe Diamond show for an 8-year-old.
I always say 13 and up, just because like a show particularly like this, like the standard mind reading show, I would say is pretty all ages for the most part. Certain kids don't appreciate, like if you tell a kid their favorite color, they just go, yeah, I know that already, that's my favorite color. They don't understand.
They don't get that it's weird that you figured it out.
They don't have the ability to separate their experience from other people's yet, until after the age of like 5 or 6. So, and then with the Halloween show tonight, the second half, we were just talking about, this is about the history of the building, and it's shorter. The second act is shorter than the first act, but because we're talking about the history and everything else.
Have you ever given a one-word answer to a question?
Yes.
There it was.
I'm waiting.
There it
There's gonna be
was. I'm so
more. There's
proud.
gonna be more. So the answer is yes-ish.
Yes, if your kid is into spooky stuff, like I loved Alfred Hitchcock Presents and Twilight Zone when I was 8.
Okay.
So,
Depends
but
on
if
the
you're,
kid.
but yeah, but if your kid is doesn't even have the attention span for the Five Nights at Freddy movie, I'm not going to hold
Is that
their
good?
attention.
I want to watch that. Is it good? Did
I
you
heard,
see it?
I heard mixed reviews. I
Yeah.
heard fans of the video game liked it. I heard
It
horror
looks
fans
cool,
were
kind of. It looks like
I-
Saw
It
meets
does.
Chuck E.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Yeah.
I heard some horror fans complaining that should have been R when it's PG-13, but
Nah.
it
They wanted
also,
more. They wanted more gore.
but also it was like the second best video game opening
Five Nights
ever.
at Freddy.
Like, yeah,
That's
that
on Peacock too, isn't it, or something?
Yeah,
Something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that,
It
yeah.
came out in
Yeah.
theaters, but it was
All
also
right, all right,
streaming.
all right. Let's do the thing. Here's the
Okay.
thing.
Okay, here's
With
the thing.
with the listeners,
Yes, now-
play along.
yes, you can play along.
Can I play along? I'm in the room with you.
Yeah, you can play along as well.
Okay.
Now,
I don't want to play.
Your mind is already screwed. You might as well.
You
You're
can
already
or
in the
can't.
deep water.
So here's the thing, because we were talking before about getting stuff right, getting stuff wrong. What does that feel like?
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you and the listeners a chance to read my mind.
Okay.
Okay.
This will give everyone a chance to know what it feels like to get this right, to give everyone a chance to know what it feels like to get this wrong.
Okay.
And also, when I do this in the live show, it gives me a chance to see who else in the room is the most open to these types of things.
Okay.
Now, even though we're on the radio, I'm going to ask the two of you to not shout your answers out loud here in studio.
Okay.
And if you're listening with anyone else, don't say your answers out loud. Keep them to yourself. And also, one other tip: don't think about what you're going to pick. Go with whatever comes to you naturally.
It's a pet pig.
Yeah, it's a pet pig. Yeah,
Oh, we already
exactly.
did that.
Exactly.
We already did that.
Yep, exactly. Intuition is knowing without knowing.
Okay.
So just go with whoever comes to you. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not going to try and trick you or psych you out or anything
All right.
like that. Okay. I'm going to think about a memory. I will project it out to you and all of your listeners. We'll see how many people receive the psychic transmission. Here we go. So for starters, if you're going to play along, everyone take a deep breath together and then exhale. That way we don't all suffocate. Very good. Take another deep breath. And as you exhale, get in your mind a number from 1 to 10. Lock it in your mind. Don't change it. Remember that number. We'll do it again. Again, we'll keep it simple. Take another deep breath. And as you exhale, get in your mind a direction on a compass. Lock it in your mind. Don't change it. Remember that direction. All right, this last one's going to be the most difficult. This time, I want you to get in your mind a wild animal you'd find in the jungle. Lock it in your mind. Don't change it. All right. I'm curious to see how you did. People can text in or maybe post on social media.
Mine down.
You wrote yours down, okay. But can people like text in if their answers if they
Sure.
got?
If you want to
any
text
of
in
these?
your answer, text it in now to 815-283-0095 studio. The keyword. Do you want me to play a song so they have time to text in?
They can let us know how many of these they got because
All right.
I'll tell you what I was thinking about.
All
What
right.
I was
The
projecting.
number is 815-283-0095. Studio, the first word,
Yes.
followed by what you were thinking.
Yes. So here's what I was thinking. I was actually thinking of a Halloween from when I was a kid. It was the year I was dressed up as a Ghostbuster. We've talked about that Halloween a couple times.
Mhm.
And it was the year I was 7 years old. So if you got the number 7, that's a hit. And I was thinking about the last house we visited in my neighborhood. It was on the north side of the neighborhood. So if you got north, that would be a hit. And this part was easy, so I didn't think about this part. It was the house that gave out full-size candy bars. So of course we saved them for last. But the part I thought about was the couple that lived in that house, the costumes they were in. They were dressed as a lion and a tiger. So if you got any of those, text in, let us know. If you got 1 or 2, that's really good. But if you got all 3, you're really good at this, and you should definitely be at the show tonight. 7 north,
lion or tiger.
What did you get? Any of them?
I got the middle one. I got
Sorry.
north.
You got
I
north.
got north too.
You got
Yeah.
north. Okay, great. Now considering that's still
I was
more than
close on the other
25%.
one. I got
Yeah.
6.
You're
I
very
did-
close.
I did
It was
eight.
adjacent.
Oh,
Yeah.
you were both on each side of it.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
all right, that's
fair.
interesting.
Yeah.
And you're both on either side of
Yeah,
me.
now I
So
get
there
my
we go.
animal.
Okay.
I stuck with our pork theme from earlier.
Okay.
Hog.
I put boar.
Oh, I did
okay.
hog.
Yeah.
Because
Okay,
it
yeah,
was
yeah,
before you said
Yeah.
So you guys still had the animal from earlier on the
Yeah,
mind and
yeah.
stuff.
Well,
that's
I
fine.
like bacon.
That's okay.
Once I start thinking about
that's
bacon.
fair.
So
That's
how
fair.
do you get a lot of people with this?
Yes. So
yeah.
at the show, on Friday night, I thought of a different memory. So if you come to the show, I'll be thinking of a different memory.
Yeah.
I won't be thinking of a previous Halloween. I'll be thinking of a different memory. We had about 90% coverage with that audience, and we were sold out that night. I did this on the national radio show, Coast to Coast AM, and I was getting emails for at least 3 days later.
Coast to Coast AM is like they do a lot of aliens and hauntings,
weird stuff.
And,
I'm
Joe Diamond.
I'm the most normal person that's ever been on that show.
Right.
I'm on the tamer side.
And you
got
to now listen coming up. You got a TV thing to mention too, right? Or not?
No, not yet.
You can't mention it.
If and when it happens, you will be the first to know.
All right.
Not yet though.
All
Sorry.
right.
Sorry.
Joe Diamond is here this morning.
Hopefully soon.
It's Halloween. Just for listening right now, you're probably going to burn. Just so you know. Anyway, it's you're going to need this. Here, save me. It's Royal Bliss, 95 WIIL Rock, the Rock Station. Wolfgang Van Halen, Mammoth WVH. He got married a couple of weeks ago. Congratulations to him. Nice kid. It's 8:55, Will Rock Morning Show. Tom and Lee. If you want to see more about Wolfgang, Elwood talked to him last week. You can find that video at 95willrock.com. The Joe Diamond stuff is up and running on TomTube this morning. And I just went outside. The Will Rock van is suddenly missing. So there's that. If you pull it out of my ear, so help me, Joe Diamond. Anyway.
It's not in your ear, Tom.
It's in your butt.
Oh,
It's not
man.
in your ear.
It's the last place you
It's in
want a
the
van
devil.
to come from.
It's in the devil's playground, Tom.
That's this show. That's where I knew we'd go there. I was thinking about saying it. And I'm like, no, I don't have to. My other cast members will. So it's like an episode of Saw. Tom, I have placed the Will Rock van in your buttocks.
Game over.
You have 30 minutes to find the keys, or I will start the van and drive it up your colon. Thank you, Saw Diamond. You can see him tonight at the
Which
Woodstock
Saw
Opera
movie
House.
are you watching?
I
don't remember that.
They got
one.
a little lame after the 14th
I
one.
heard
You
the
gotta-
10 is good.
Really?
The one that just
Is
came
it
out.
really 10?
Yeah,
Yeah.
10.
And they put those
Yeah,
out
yeah, 'cause-
quick.
Yeah.
10?
Yeah. Whenever a franchise puts X at the end, that's when you
That's
know
a
it's
big
good.
one.
That's when you know it starts to
I
get good
stopped-
again.
Like the first two were epic, and then
The-
after
the
that, they always
first
kind of got,
one-
yeah. The first one was like groundbreaking.
The first one, spoiler alert for a movie that came
Yeah,
out
yeah,
20
yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
When he gets up off the floor at the end, like
Yeah.
I still get chills thinking
The
about
Pit
it.
of
Like
Needles.
in the
Remember
second one.
In the
The
second one haunted me.
No one gives the second one enough credit for just
One
doing
and
something
two were great.
for doing something completely different that still ties into the first
Pit
one.
of Needles.
Yeah.
That to this day.
For me, her reaching up into the box with
Yeah,
that
this
got me.
this thing that you did to Leah this morning. Look at her. She's trying to figure it out.
Still,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
still
that-
Not a
that's-
single person on the messages or texts has had anything that's plausible for how he does that.
No.
And everyone's
There's-
texting in saying they got at least
Two out of three.
Two out
Yeah,
of three. A few
yeah,
got
yeah.
3 out of 3.
Some got 3 out of 3 on the other thing.
Yeah. So yeah, if you
Yeah.
got that, you
Hail
should
Satan.
definitely yeah.
Coming up next, Joe Diamond gives us the Powerball numbers. That is on the way. It is 8:57.
Rain and snow showers today, high of 37, 26 overnight. And for tomorrow, it's going to be mostly sunny with a high of 42. It is 30 in Palatine and 30 in Spring Grove.
95 Will Rock 95 second update. A crash in the Long Grove area left one person seriously injured. Sheriff's officials say the crash took place around 11 o'clock Sunday night when a vehicle left the road, struck both a pole and a tree. A 19-year-old passenger hospitalized with critical injuries. The driver, non-life-threatening injuries, 2 others unhurt. Sheriff's officials believe alcohol and excessive speed played a role in the crash. No one was injured after a small plane was forced to land on a McHenry County roadway. Police say the engine on the small plane stopped working on the way to the Lake in the Hills Airport yesterday morning. It was forced to touch down on Cary Algonquin Road. Neither the 26-year-old flight instructor nor her 21-year-old flight student were hurt. No one on the ground injured either. An investigation continues.
So what do? Do you try and take off from the road then and get, or do you because you can't put it on a truck and drive it somewhere because the wings are too wide.
They actually towed it.
You got to take the wings off.
No,
Or what do you?
No, they towed it
To
into-
Wide
to a
load.
nearby. I think it was like a
Wide
nearby
load.
parking lot is where they took it.
And then what? It's sitting in the
It'll
parking
sit
lot
there until someone can fix the engine. I would assume.
Well, then what? It takes off out of the parking lot.
That'd be a good question.
What is the
Yeah.
thing with the plane? Find out. This is exciting for me. I'm really small minds are easily amused, and I'm proof of that now.
Obviously.
There
But
you
don't
go.
you want to know?
No,
wanna
I
know.
didn't think
You don't
about
care.
once. No.
You
Turn
don't
it
care.
over, take it off.
All right.
Will Rock Sports brought to you by
I'm
Windy
weird.
City Rooter. They drain your pipes, not your wallet. Wins last night for the Bulls and the Bucks. Blackhawks not so lucky. They were winning for 28 seconds, I think it was. Rangers winners in Game 3 of the World
Pulled the goalie.
Series. Yeah, they did. That's why they gave up 8 goals. No, that's not what
I
they
like to
did.
pull the goalie every day. Then I take a little nap. Anyway,
2-1 lead for the Rangers over the Diamondbacks of the World Series. The Lions winners in Monday Night
would have
Football.
been really impressive if Joe Diamond would have pulled an airplane out of my.
That's where it
now
goes. and all.
that,
Yeah.
now that would have been.
This is why I only do mind reading because just the mere mention of traditional
butt.
magic, people are like, pull something out of my butt.
What kind of magic?
Traditional magic.
I thought you said
Like,
fecal magic.
that
And I'm like,
too,
yeah,
that
that would
too.
make sense.
well, most traditional magic is fecal magic, so we'll leave it
all
at that.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
And finally, I thought this story was fitting for Halloween and also Weird Joe being here. Sorry, Joe, but
It's okay.
it is.
I'll take Weird Joe.
Weird Joe.
I'm sticking with creepy.
You just embrace the weirdness, though, right?
Yeah.
You're quirky.
Yeah.
A woman from Louisiana, much quirkier than either of us, says that she cuts herself so her vampire boyfriend, Michael, can drink her blood.
Oh, that's so sweet.
She says it takes a very specific type of mindset to enjoy being a swan. Do you know what a swan is?
Someone with a nut job.
That was good.
So-
That was good.
I mean,
that was
pretty
quality.
close.
That
Yeah.
was
Thank you, Joe.
quality.
Thank you, Joe.
That was
It
quality.
works. It totally works.
That was
And
quality.
when it comes to acronyms, I'm your guy.
Well, this isn't even an acronym.
Oh.
It's just
Oh,
someone
it's
who
just a swan.
someone who
That's what they call.
someone who willingly offers up
Their
blood to
blood.
drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't fit swan.
No.
She says that you have to be more submissive and you have to enjoy it.
Yeah.
The cuts, if you are interested in going home and doing this with your significant other, the cuts are about an inch long, and it doesn't take a
Like
very
where?
deep cut though
Like where?
to draw the blood.
Where are you cutting yourself?
She
Wherever?
doesn't wherever your
Wherever.
legs,
Yeah, yeah,
probably
yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
arms.
All right.
You know.
All right. I skipped the foolery here, and I've been killing swans and drinking their blood. I read about this, and I guess I misunderstood. So I've got some explaining to do with the DNR.
Sinuses, allergies, maybe you're snoring or your significant other is keeping you up snoring. I know mine was last night. He's like, I'm sick. I'm like, oh, that means you're going to snore. Go sleep on the couch. Send them over to go see Dr. Swardland. SinusandSnoringMD.com is where you could get all the info for that. They have 4 convenient locations: Kenosha, Oak Creek, Mountain Prospect, and Lombard. Most insurance is accepted too, and no referral needed. That is such a pain in my... When you have to go see the doctor to go see another doctor, you don't have to worry about that when you're scheduling an appointment at Sinus and Snoring MD. And when it comes to the snoring, they could practically eliminate it in just a few visits. Minimal downtime. It's not how it used to be. They have advanced services, latest technology for minimally invasive surgical and non-surgical treatment for not just the snoring, but the sinus problems, the nasal problems. Schedule your appointment today. You do not have to suffer anymore. That's their mission. They want to help you regain your quality of life at SinusandSnoringMD.com.
All right. Let's get him out of here before I end up with a van in my butt.
That's what I said. I said you have to GTFO.
Yeah.
Too late.
So
Too late.
nobody,
It's already there.
Nobody figured out how he did the thing to Leah.
yeah.
Do you have any theories?
I'll be doing it with people on stage tonight too. So again, I mean, there are still people who are like, he's in cahoots with everyone. Come, fill out a permission slip. You could be on stage tonight.
Me, and I'm not in cahoots. And
I'm not in cahoots.
I sprung it on you this morning. I thought I was going to get you because there was no way you could like get her to stooge. I didn't spring it until we were on the air. I kept an eye on her. There was no way she was in on it.
People come up to me. Yeah. Remember when I
thought I had you. I thought I had
well,
you this
then
morning.
Also, like I thought about an animal who, because it's really sad. I cannot find a picture of this pig.
Oh, your little pet pig.
I cannot. There's just no picture that exists. Go to the store and
look in the cooler bunkers for
Oscar Mayer. That's too far, Tom.
Oscar Mayer, thick cut,
this was like
bacon.
30 years ago. That pig is long gone.
Pig, but that would look like your pig looked like at the end.
Thank you.
Your dad was a butcher.
It was a potbelly pig.
Delicious.
I don't know if they eat potbelly
the little
pig.
ones are so tasty.
Oh, it had a little white hoof.
So tasty. Oh. Anyway, so you came up with that, and he came up with that.
But I mean, there was that time I guessed a pin code on your show on someone's phone, and I had like 2 straight years of people handing me their gross grubby iPhones being like, here, unlock my phone.
And they did.
I wouldn't want you to do that.
Don't
I'll have people think of,
don't let them get your ATM card.
I'll have people think of, well, now with everything that's happened in the last few years and all that, I just have people make up an old pin code, think of an old pin code or make up an old
stuff.
Well, and I don't touch old
diseased to you.
Well, their phones. I mean, considering phones are dirtier than toilet seats now.
Yeah.
But also,
that's why I started pooping on my phone.
So poop on your phone, clean it up. Exactly. I pee on mine, so clean it up.
I don't see you at the meetings, but okay.
Yeah. It's 2 doors down.
Tonight, Woodstock right around the house. Doors open at 7.
Yes, shows at 7:30.
I'm sending Yola and Jax out to see if they can figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. So
show starts.
If you just want to watch and see other people freak out, you can just sit in your chair.
But just throw your name in the thing.
Yeah, there is a permission slip bowl on the edge of the stage. Just come. There are significantly more seats and tickets sold than there are permission slips available. So if you want to come and be a part of the show, guaranteed,
get there
early when doors open at 7.
All right.
And there will be chances to participate in the second half as well. Again, the second half is completely interactive. We had 90% of people get all the stuff right in the second
really
half.
Need to come out of your shell some. Joe Diamond Live.
Again, I'm the quiet one.
.com. If you're going to do stage presentations, you need to come out of your shell a little. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me. You guys.
Never come
Happy
back
Halloween.
again. I really thought I had you with Leah this morning. I was going to get you. JoeDiamondLive.com. It's 9:08.
Rain and snow showers, which I hear are happening right now. 37
Joe made it
for a high.
happen.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So people don't trick or treat.
Don't make me look like an ass.
Yeah. Sunshine State update on the way. Ticket Tuesday with another chance to win on pumpkin trivia. And before 10, and a new sequel coming out, Never Been Kissed 2. They haven't made it to 10 yet, like Saw, but that is all on the way. I think Greta Van Fleet is coming to the area at some point. Maybe we'll get tickets for that too on Ticket Tuesday. Here's Falling Sky on WIIL Rock. Well,
Well,
how do you do it?
I don't know. I don't even have the slightest of guesses.
Yeah. I went through, when he did it for me 13 years
Mhm.
ago, I went through this phase of attempted healing where I tried to figure it out. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't, I literally lost sleep over that. Like I'd wake up in
No.
the middle of the night going, aha, and then I'd be wrong.
No, he was in my brain.
but
I mean, I could feel
can't-
him
How
in there.
did he do it? Nobody's texting in, I guess.
Because he can read minds. I think that there are actually people that are mediums who could talk to the dead. I think
That
there are
is
people.
not a thing.
I think that he just proved you to not be correct in that statement. I don't know.
Yeah.
No,
Nothing.
I got literally
All right,
nothing other
tonight-
than I just believe that he was able to go in there. I asked him, I said, are things okay in there? Are they a little empty? And he says
Yeah.
that he tries not to go too far, right? That's why
Right.
he has you think about a specific thing.
Right.
Because then you get into the trauma and all of
Yeah.
that. And
The thing with
there'd be a lot to unpack.
the thing with the like the North and whatever, that's
Yeah.
just he's just throwing common things out there, I think. I don't
But
know.
it was part of his
It was
story.
pretty
And
good.
I mean,
yeah, it's a showmanship. But the
Mhm.
thing he did with you and that he'll do tonight, that thing that he did with the card and the right, I've watched him do it a bunch of times.
Doesn't
It's
make
not
any
like he can
sense.
see it. He doesn't have like a mirror or
No.
and I know that you're not stooging and I know that I didn't. I cannot figure out. And I thought what other people thought, he's got that little card and you write on it. I'm like, is it electronic and it's sending him
Yeah.
like a thing in an earpiece and it's
No.
reading your writing to him? Or no, there's none of that.
Well, and the reason why he was having trouble like getting the answer from me was because my head kept bouncing to another name of
That's
another
not
animal.
why.
Yes, it is.
Okay. He wasn't really reading your mind.
He was.
That's your answer.
That's
You're
my
going with he's
answer.
actually a mind reader.
I'll be able to
Then
sleep
why
tonight with
hasn't he
that.
won the World Series of Poker? This is if they say if you could have a superpower, mind reading's on my list, and literally my reason is so I can win the World Series of Poker. That's all I want to do. And then turn it off
Well,
and be
'cause
done
I
with it
think-
because I don't want to hear what people think.
I think because he like, I mean, he portrays
He's a
himself
mind
as
reader.
being a mind reader. That would
But
be
he'll
illegal.
freely admit
That would be
it's-
illegal, though.
But he'll freely admit it's shtick. When people come at him with the, oh, I don't like it, it's a cult, you're Satan's minion or whatever, he calls BS on that because he's like, lady, it's an act. It's sleight of hand. It's a
Mhm.
gimmick. He will say that. So I don't know. And nobody's texting in with an answer. Nobody can figure it out. Go see it tonight at the Woodstock Opera House, JoeDiamondLive.com for tickets. I think Yoel's going to go and we'll see if she can figure it out.
Why aren't
She's
you
the
going to go?
smartest person I know. I will be in Arizona.
Oh, duh.
Waiting for I'm going to the World Series tomorrow. I would like him to be able to somehow put a curse on Texas. I need the trip to go to the World Series, the flight and the ticket. It's about exactly $1,200, which is what I will win if the Diamondbacks win the World Series. I need them to win.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this was a grievous miscalculation financially. I'm not even going to break even.
It's all about
Joe Diamond needs to put a voodoo hex on Texas. Then,
go
if
talk
he's
to him.
9:15 Will Rock Morning Show. Tom and Leah off to Florida next. Sunshine State updates on the way.
So not only in Florida is crime news always just a little more fun this time of year
Yeah,
because of these three words:
it's a Halloween thing.
criminals
Yeah.
in costume.
Oh, okay, there it is. Yeah,
Florida edition.
that is on the way next. Will Rock Morning Show. Thanks to the Raymond Auto Group and Fox Link in Antioch.
Rain and snow showers today, high at 37, 26 overnight, and 42, mostly sunny skies for tomorrow. It's 32 in Vernon Hills and 31 in Beach Park.
If he actually had like occult skills, he could win the Will Rock Pro Football Challenge. Will Rock Morning Show, by the way, thanks to the Raymond Auto Group and Fox Lake in Antioch. Speaking of betting on games, this is your chance to win without putting any money out there. It's the 95 Will Rock free Pro Football Challenge. Get your picks in before kickoff of each week's games. And if you make the best picks, you get that certificate for Belo's Steakhouse and Bar in Lake Zurich, one of our favorite places. That might be our place. So we're down to, I think, 2 places for our place.
Shanny and Belos.
We're down to 3 places with our place.
Shanny,
we love Shanny.
Belos, and Austin's.
Shanny's, no, well, she loves that salad at Austin's.
Mhm.
Well, okay, we're down to 4 places. Shanny, Belo's, Austin's, Backyard Steak Pit.
What about that in place in Fox Lake?
And okay, and the in place in Fox Lake. What in place in
The
Fox?
breakfast place. What is it called?
Oh, the Whistle Stop.
The Whistle Stop Cafe.
Cafe.
Yeah.
We're down to 5 places for
Okay.
our place.
Your
We don't have a
place in
song. We
each
don't have
city.
a place.
Yeah.
It's very weird. But we have, what do we have? We have a, Oh, we have an appetizer. Escargot is our appetizer. We're engaged and we don't have a song or a place.
Oh.
If Beals would have escargot, that would be our place.
You have
They
a
don't
mansion.
Yeah, we do have a mansion. Four toilets, no waiting. Come on over. Win stuff page at 95willrock.com. If you make the best picks, you get to go to one of our 5 places. Belo's Steakhouse and Bar. Family-owned farm to fork steakhouse in Lake Zurich. The 95 Will Rock Free Pro Football Challenge. And the Win stuff page at 95willrock.com.
A guy in Florida was arrested on Sunday while dressed in his Halloween costume. Now, he's a student at the University of Miami, but this happened in Key West. So someone flagged down a cop, said that there was a man in a banana costume peeing on the side of the building.
It happens.
Well, he whipped out his banana while dressed as a
Banana.
Well,
good on him for having a banana because I got like a gherkins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His is not manageable.
Yeah. I'd have to dress as a pickle. It's a pickle and he's got his gherkins out. So are you easy to catch on Halloween or harder to catch?
So it turned out to be 20-year-old Kyle. Dumbest part of this whole story was that he was right across the street from a row of porta potties.
Yeah.
He tried to make it harder. Cops came up to him. It must have been a long pee because as cops are approaching, he's still going, right?
Yeah.
So Kyle took off and he started running in a zigzag pattern to make it harder for them to catch him.
Serpentine! Didn't work? No, he's just a tired banana.
Another cop managed to grab him by the peel.
Yeah, had to handcuff his Chiquita.
They did arrest him in costume, his mugshot in a banana.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a wonderful picture.
I think that you're sticking out. You're sticking out more on Halloween.
Listen, he's getting a ticket for public urination. He's got a mugshot of him in a banana costume. this is worth whatever the fine is.
Oh, they said
This is-
resisting arrest,
Oh,
disorderly conduct.
but this is what they do. They always lump a bunch of charges on,
Mhm.
so you will plead down to one, and you'll have to pay for the
I'll
one.
take the
the
P.
one instead of the
The
I'll take
one for going number one.
yeah. Well, they usually let you pick or whatever. So, but the porta
Pick your
potties were,
charge,
maybe you
that's a
couldn't
thing.
maybe you couldn't fit in the porta potty.
That's probably,
You know?
yeah. Make the
So
porta
yeah,
potties bigger.
Make bigger. There needs to be banana compliant porta potties.
This is how I
That's a
identify.
violation of the ADA, the Americans with the ABA, the American Banana Act. So porta potties have to be 3 feet taller now. Here's Diamante. Any Given Sin on Will Rock. All right. I got this. Okay.
Are you going to try again?
No. I got this. 30 years of morning radio.
Mhm.
I started on the air in 1979
Okay.
doing high school radio at WBSD in Burlington on the junior high show. So that was, let's see, 21 and 23, 44 years I've been on the radio.
Wow.
44 years I've been on the
How
radio.
old are you?
57. I started
Okay.
when I was 13. 44 years I've been on the radio. I've been doing mornings. Last week, 2 weeks ago, it was 30 years doing
Yeah.
mornings.
It's impressive.
30 years.
Yeah.
And yet here you were for a momentous thing, the dumbest thing I ever said on the radio. And you guys.
Is that really the dumbest thing?
I've said a lot of dumb things.
That
but
was the most I've ever heard you laugh.
A lot of dumb. I guess you got to laugh at yourself,
Mhm.
especially when you F up. You know who doesn't screw anything up?
Me.
No, people who don't. Yeah, sure. People who don't do anything. We're trying to
Right.
figure out what your role is on the show. This is the only people who don't screw anything up. If you don't do anything, you don't screw anything up.
Yeah,
So
I'm a screw
I
up.
get some screw ups. So this is the dumbest thing I ever did on the radio. I'm very proud, by the way, of the joke I made about the banana And I think things are going along well on the show.
Mhm.
That could be on the weekend rewind.
Yeah.
It's about the only thing today. I'll put that down.
Well, we've had
Um,
some setbacks.
What do you mean setbacks?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. Took Tom a little bit longer to wake up, is what I was
all
going to
right,
say.
Yeah, it's been a rough day.
Applesauce didn't kick in.
My applesauce and pills did not kick in. So I'm very proud coming out of the bit of the banana thing.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. Very proud of that. I'm very proud that I hit the post.
Yeah.
It's the best thing I do in radio.
You're the postmaster.
I don't know that song. I've never played that
Well,
song.
obviously, you don't know it.
Still at the post.
Yet I hit the post.
Always, yeah.
I am the postmaster general. El Postino, as they say. Mr. Post a lot. So-
Postmaster flex.
So I hit the post. I'm proud of the bit. I hit the post coming out there. I call back my own bit. That was a great break. That's
Yeah,
Hall
yeah.
of Fame radio. Unfortunately, the song is not Diamante Any Given Sin. The band is Any Given Sin, and the song is called Nine.
I like your version better.
Hmm.
I am a moron.
Isn't Diamante?
That's an artist we play. That's a girl.
It's a female. Yeah, that's what I just want to make sure.
I realized my mistake. Had a dude not started singing. I'm like, oh, it's a duet with somebody. In my head, I'm like, oh, it's a duet with some dude.
So not only do you need hearing aids,
Huh?
you need glasses.
Yeah.
It's probably time.
Pop, fading fast.
Sorry.
9:28 Will Rock Morning Show with Dumbass and Leah in the morning.
Rain and snow showers, 37 for a high today, 26 overnight. And for tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, high near 42. It's 30 in Round Lake Beach and 31 in Highland Park. It is time for the 95 Will Rock Happy Hour News. And since it's Halloween and there's a lot of spooky stuff happening, spooky season, if someone were to surprise you, right? And sorry, my computer just closed out. So
with you, it's nice because
I have a computer to blame.
you're consistently not good. The bar is low. So anytime you do well, it's
Can we say
it's
not consistently not good? Can we just say
marginal.
that I screw up?
Okay,
and
you
I
screw up
own
a
it.
lot.
But
Right,
sometimes the screw up is the best part.
Yeah. No, our show is 80% you being
screwing up.
crazy
Yeah,
or
yeah.
screwing up.
Right.
Yeah.
But if someone surprised or scared you enough that you screamed today, it might actually be healthy for you. So in a new survey, more than half of Americans say they believe screaming positively affects their health. And more than half of millennials say the louder the scream, the better they feel afterwards. Older adults don't necessarily agree with that because they don't like screaming loudly and they're probably afraid they might have a grabber. I mean, when you get scared, does it like
your heart gets racing?
Yeah. Well, my heart gets racy too.
That's a thing like people did like scream therapy
Scream
or whatever.
therapy.
Yeah.
Well, they say there's some science behind it.
Rooms. Yeah.
Psychiatrists say that screaming can release positive chemicals in your brain, and it could have it could reduce the stress. No, I that's what Lester. That was his thing. He like would scare me. Are you saying you're going to scare me?
No, I want
to
to know screaming makes you feel better.
Yeah. You want to do it?
I want you to go out into the mall, into the Gurney Mills, not a mall.
Okay.
And I want you to scream by the window, and I want to see if we can hear you.
Wait a second.
And I also want to freak out security.
I was just going to say,
Yeah,
security's going
cops.
to wonder what the hell's going
Whatever.
on.
I don't care. You don't want a radio station doing wacky shtick. Don't invite a radio station.
All right, I'm going.
So we're going to see if we can hear Leah screaming. Go by the window out in the mall. Let me train the camera. What, Leah, the square window. No, right behind Tim. I'll get the camera right on you. Right behind. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll put the garbage can in the door. Gotta let her in. I ain't letting her in.
I think that would help you hear me.
Oh, well, no, I want to hear you through the glass. I want the door. Okay. Oh, she wants to close the door.
Yeah, she wants to close the door so that everything is sealed.
Here she goes. Let's see
There
if
she is.
Let's see if we can hear her. And the mall cop walks by. The mall cop.
Oh, now she's gonna
he's out
explain
there.
it,
She's
yep.
explaining it to him. She's explaining it to the
We got a
mall
mall
cop.
cop, we got
There's
an army guy, yeah.
The army guy walking by, the recruiter. She's talking to the mall cop right now. She's explaining it to him.
He just kind of shrugs his shoulders.
He was walking down. If it would have been 30 seconds later, she would have screamed, and he would have been like, "What the hell is that all about?" Here she goes. 3, 2, 1. Oh, she wants me to count down.
Oh.
I thought she was counting down. She's waiting for me to count down.
Oh, wow.
1 more time. 1 more time. I can't hear you. I can't hear. 1 more time. 1 more time. She won't go in there. And there's a mall cop. He's talking. He's right behind you. He's right behind you. Look at the people in the flooring store across the way. And now she's just screaming all she can. She's scaring the
I
mall
could hear her.
cop.
I don't know. Yeah. Oh, I got to go let her in now, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Did she? Okay, come back in now. Now she's loving it too much. Now she's loving it too much. We're gonna get kicked out.
Security guards here.
You think, Leah? You think? You think?
They don't have much of a personality.
So listen, if he would have been like 30 seconds later,
oh man,
it would have been you screaming and then him showing up. He walks down into him. I see him. I'm like, oh, here comes security.
he almost
I'm like,
ran right into
oh,
me.
yeah, he was walking around the corner and you're right there. So what was the conversation?
I said, "Hey, just so you know, I'm okay, but I'm about to scream."
And what did Paul Blart say?
He just stared at me for a moment. I think it took a while.
I don't think they hire that based on personality.
No.
It's more
No, but I also don't think if he was down the hall and heard me scream that he would move any faster than he is right now.
And go, somebody's screaming in the mall.
Well, no, and then he was like, "Why?"
Well,
We're a radio show.
Have you ever listened? We talk about boogers and poop a lot. This is our wheelhouse. Leah says, my throat's sore.
Oh my God, my throat is so
I wonder
sore
why.
now.
I don't know why.
Oh.
If you want to know, go ask the people at the flooring store who all ran to the window to see what the screaming was in the mall. By the way, if you hear screaming in a public place, run the other way.
Yeah.
Plaster
Oh
yourself
no, they
against
were going
the
to
glass.
save the sweet little girl out there. Oh my gosh, you guys, my voice was already bad.
Yeah. Paul Blart had no interest in it whatsoever.
He was kind of.
Well, he's doing his job. He's keeping us safe.
Well, have
I
a
know I
sense of
feel safe.
humor.
I know I feel safe with him here.
He doesn't. I wouldn't. He doesn't even know who we are or what we do. There he is.
And now he knows. Maybe.
I'm just glad
It
he
was a
got
time-
longer
It was
pants.
a time one of my other co-hosts, they have the car that drives around, the security people, they have the
Yeah,
car
yeah.
driver pulled up and the dude was sleeping in it.
Yeah,
And
that's
this is
happened to me before
This
too.
is the dude that came and tried to bust me when I was putting cardboard in the cardboard machine over by, have you ever been
Stop.
over the
Yes,
cardboard?
yes, I've also put
And he pulls
cardboard
up
there.
and I was ready to say to him, oh, you probably met my coworker. She's the one who woke you.
Mhm.
But I didn't have to say that. All I had to say was, yeah, I work over at the radio station. He's like, oh, okay.
Oh.
So if you got to dump cardboard, the mall's got a thing here. It's not a mall, damn it.
Not a mall.
It's not a mall.
Oh.
They're mall cops at the not a mall.
9:38.
Rain and snow showers today with a high of 37.
If you get a chance today, go to 95willrock.com, click on the front page. You'll see the Tom Tube with Joe Diamond. Scroll to about, let me look here, an hour and a half in. Look for the girl out screaming in the mall part of the video and watch that.
And you guys could hear me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I'm not
did-
sure. Do you want to go try again?
No, absolutely
Oh,
not.
All right. Here's this is Five Finger Death Punch on Will Rock. I'm just gonna always say the wrong
The wrong
bands
one.
now. Yeah. Post. I was so proud of the acronym, and then I introduced the wrong band. It's
It is what it is.
you got to take
Tom.
the losses with the
Yeah.
wins.
At this
there.
point,
it's
over.
I'm just playing out the end of the game here. Really, don't expect much. Although I did listen this morning when I was going back to get my goat picture, which you can see now at 95willrock.com. Thanks to April.
I like the camera.
I did
right
get to
on it.
listen to Lord Cicero a little bit. I heard a break.
Hail Lord Cicero.
And so I'm not too worried about that competition. And then I got to listen to Sherman and Schmeigel, who do a fine job over there on the elevator music station.
Yeah.
And all I heard was songs. So I don't.
They play a lot of music.
Yeah,
over
they
there.
need to let those guys talk more. They're very talented. So yeah, and they probably introduced the right songs because you know all the songs. If you don't know More Than a Feeling, which is by Cheap Trick, then you don't know anything.
I thought it was the Crew.
Yeah, it's Motley Crue. More Than a Feeling by Motley Crue. It's 9:43. People are gonna text me now and go, Tom, that's Boston, Tom.
In case you didn't know, that was sarcasm.
It is doing some kind of precipitation out there. Rain and snow showers, 37, which is causing some issues.
Yeah, if you look on like Lake County Passage or whatever,
it's a mess.
It's flurries. This is insane, and there's a real bad one out there too.
The worst one is in the Zion area. It's east of 94, right at the Des Plaines River. It's closed either direction. 2-vehicle crash, heavy damage. It's a possible fatal. A second person possibly ejected. Another person trapped in a car. That's
considered Zion, Russell Road.
It's
between
Newport Township.
Okay,
but yeah, it's on your way towards Zion there. So
avoid the area. That's gonna be closed for a long time.
Just avoid the roads. I mean, just look at Lake County Passage and look at the number of triangles.
Tons of problems.
Yeah.
I don't understand flurries. So it's either people who forgot how to drive in snow at all, or transplants who are from deep in the south
right.
where
they didn't fly south in time.
Yeah, so take a little extra time, get where you got to go this morning, and we hope everybody's okay with that. It's 9:44 coming up next. We talked about Saw and that there's been, I can't believe 10
of them.
Never Been Kissed. Remember that Drew Barrymore movie? Well, there's going to be a Never Been Kissed 2, and we hatched the plot for that yesterday. That's coming up next. What are you doing Friday? We get the weekend rolling. 95 Will Rock Miller Lite 501 Club Party. Come hang out with us at Finn McCool's. I will be back for that. I'm leaving this afternoon. Going to go to the World Series tomorrow in Phoenix, and then back Thursday evening. And so I'll be here Friday morning for all the excitement. Watch for me on TV. Look for if they show people in the last few rows.
View, right?
Yeah, I will see the whole stadium. I went when the Cubs were in the World Series in Cleveland. It was cheaper to go to Cleveland than it was to go to a game at Wrigley and drive to Cleveland, get a hotel. And we were in the first row of like the VIP section with all the food and drinks and all that stuff included because of a ticket screw up. So no ticket screw up this
bank
time.
error in your favor in
right.
Monopoly,
That's exactly what it is. Very good, Tim. That was quick. Now you should introduce the wrong song. Do something good and then say something stupid. But tonight's tickets are it was the cheapest I could get. I just want to be in the building. And if whatchamacallit, the Diamondbacks going to win it all, that payment on my bet from preseason will pay off the cost of the trip. And if not, I've made a horrible financial decision going to the World Series.
It's
all about the experience.
Cool. Yeah. But we're back Friday, 5:01 Friday. Finn McCool's in Schaumburg. We got $4 jumbo drafts of Miller Lite. Please buy me one because I won't have any money on special. We've got Dirty Honey tickets and tickets for that Creed show with 3 Doors Down and Finger 11, Credit Union 1 Amphitheater on August 16th. That's right. It's Creed with Cheap Trick in Boston. Friday, 5:01. We're at Finn McCool's, Algonquin Road in Schaumburg with Miller Lite and Will Rock. Spooky. Anyway.
Happy Halloween.
So I do like, I wanna, when your husband kisses me,
Mm-hmm.
I want to jam my tongue in his mouth.
Just do it.
But when he does it,
Mm-hmm.
I'll panic and jump
Yeah.
away because
You don't know. You might like it.
He's
He's not a bad kisser.
But just for, okay, I don't want to find out. But just it's because he thinks he's going to shock me.
Yeah.
I want to win that battle.
Okay.
But I'll panic and
All
I won't
right.
do it. But I'm
not telling
gonna
him.
try.
I'm not telling him. I'm
do
hoping.
not
I
tell
will
him.
not. I will not.
Probably be on the cabin fever. Maybe I'm drunk. Maybe I will.
Okay.
Grab his ass. When I kiss somebody, like when I go kiss Yola, my hands.
Your hands automatic.
automatically-
That's what I was.
I can't
where I was gonna
control
go.
it.
Right.
I
It's
can't
like
control
a magnet.
it. Yeah. Does Ryan have a nice?
He has
yeah.
the nicest.
All right.
Just bubble butt.
Oh, maybe you and Yola should make a there's little swapsies there.
Bring a sandwich bag.
I want to do it. I doubt I will. It is 9:53.
Rain and snow showers today, high at 37.
Show notes from today. Well, first off, thanks for coming in, Joe Diamond. You can see
Yeah.
him tonight at the Woodstock
That
Opera
was
House.
freaky.
JoeDiamondLive.com. If you figure out how he did the thing with the thing, and you can watch it on TomTube over and over again, and try and figure it out. Nobody's ever been able to
Doesn't
communicate.
make sense.
Yeah. Also on the show, Screaming in the Mall.
My throat still hurts.
Tom sucks at radio.
Yeah, that happened.
I really do. And Sunshine State Update, Banana Pea. So I was very proud of my acronym I made up on the spot until I introduced the wrong song. That sums up today.
Oh, wait a second.
Miss a show, miss a lot. What?
We have maiden tickets.
I'm getting to it.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
getting to
I thought
it.
you were going to hit the button. I was just looking
I
up.
got maiden tickets. I got to apologize about Ticket Tuesday. All that's coming up next. Your chance to win Iron
You
Maiden
don't need to
tickets.
apologize. This is your show.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Every day it's slipping away. And I'm okay with that. 95 WIIL Rock, the rock station. Quoting my co-host as she left the room, I got to get this meat out of my teeth. And then she ran out of the room. That's what she said.
Oh,
That's
man.
literally what she said. I got to get this meat out of my teeth. You don't have that meat gap between two of your teeth, and that's where the hunk
I
of
have
meat
two
always gets stuck.
meat.
Leah has been blessed with a second meat
Mhm.
gap.
I'm not happy
It's a
about
new
it
thing.
either.
I would be. It's a snack
No,
later in
it
the day.
hurts.
Try and have like Slim Jims or beef jerky. When you
No.
pull it out, it's
Oh.
still got a little flavor. It's delicious.
Oh God,
It's
and
little
a certain
snack. I don't know.
stench.
Lucky two meat gaps. You're the
You
luckiest.
two meat tooth having ass.
Two meat gaps. 9:58.
Oh, it's gonna be rainy and snowy today. High of 37.
All right. Ticket Tuesday. There's extra tickets. I'm gonna funnel some of them to Genmar, and I'm gonna try and get some for the 501 Club party.
Oh,
So
there you go.
Dirty Honey tickets for Ashes and New tickets and Fit for a King and Double Wears Prada, your chance to win. Thanks to Kinnaman Accounting and Tax Service. You make the green, they count the beans. Genmar will have extra tickets. She'll have tickets, your chance to win coming up in just a little bit. And then Iron Maiden, caller number 10 right now. Got it in before the end of the show.
Look at you.
800-223-9510 will set you up for a pair of tickets to see Iron Maiden, All-State Arena, Thursday, October 24th of next year. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10, but caller number 10 wins a pair right now, 800-223-9510. So I'm going to go to the World Series.
Have fun.
Tomorrow's game, I'll be in the nosebleeds of the nosebleeds. Look for us. I'll be the one wearing the World Series t-shirt. I don't know. I try to get on camera. Last time when I went to the Cubs, I got my Will
You held
Rock
up your
coat.
jacket,
I
yeah.
will look
Or-
for the pregame, and I'll try and get Will
I
Rock.
remember actually seeing you in real time
Somebody,
there. Yeah.
12 people sent me a
Yeah.
picture of the Will Rock. I didn't get on TV, but my coat did. I'm going, it's in Arizona, so I won't need my coat, but I will try and get the Will Rock logo
Somewhere.
on the pregame somehow. It's the only marketing we have.
Yeah.
We're not Lord Cicero. So thank you for covering tomorrow and Thursday.
No
and
probs.
Talk to you Friday morning, bright and early, 5 until 10. You have a good day. The delightful Genmar coming in next. Have a great Halloween. 95 Will Rock, the Rock Station.